Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Barcelona versus PSG, 2-1. Great game. Simple as that. This was a really good game and a result that I did not expect. I did not expect Barcelona to lose in this fashion, particularly after the way they were playing in the first half. It did not look like this was going to happen. And look, I know both teams are missing players. I know Barcelona are missing a whole bunch of players. PSG are missing a mess of players. But when you don't see those front three up on the top, what do you expect? What are you expecting? I'm expecting Barcelona to toy with PSG. Well, two of them are teenagers. I know one of them, Mbaye, 17 years old. And I got stuff to say about that kid. Man, that kid wow, that kid surprised me. So pretty much the only one that was attacking was Barcola. Let me also say that this was, and I think a lot of people would agree, this was the Champions League final that we were robbed of, pretty much. And that's not to say that Inter Milan didn't deserve to go to the final, because they absolutely did, especially the way in which they beat Barcelona. I mean, it was amazing. Probably one of the best semifinals that we've gotten in recent times for Champions League. But when they showed up in the final, I mean, they didn't show up in the final, or they didn't play, or PSG didn't let them play, So this game, without their star players, without the complete Barcelona squad, the complete starter PSG squad, we got a really good game and a surprising game. In my opinion, I was very surprised with this. And I thought, yes, Luis Enrique probably was mostly responsible for the victory, but I think it was also Barcelona and not capitalizing on the opportunities on the way the game was going for them in the first half for 30 plus minutes. It's not like football games are 4 hours and you have the luxury to we could let 30-40 minutes go by and nothing has to happen, meaning they should have gotten that second goal. Or third goal even, because again, they had so many opportunities, and not just the opportunities, because PSG they had their fair share of opportunities in the first half, but the way in which they were playing, they were controlling this game. They were dominating. Barcelona were dominating PSG in the first half, and I didn't see anything of Mayulu or Mbaye. Nothing. It was pretty much just Barcola by himself, and that kind of just showed you at the 38th, 39th minute when Mayulu and that goal, the audacity to touch it and then push it forward instead of just striking it right away. I did not expect them to do that, because again, they weren't playing. Both these teams, Mayulu and Mbaye, they weren't really showing up. They really weren't doing that much, if we were to be honest. Barcola, Vitinha, all these other players were, Hakimi, Mendes, they were playing. They were definitely showing up. And Barcelona with Rashford, and man, Rashford fits so well with this Barcelona squad. I'm looking at Barcelona and I told myself, I think I need to start watching La Liga games, because wow, the way in which Barcelona were playing, beautiful. That was beautiful champagne football. That was champagne football from Barcelona in the first half. And that goal really pissed me off from Vitinha, because Vitinha, very lackadaisically, very casual, a little bit of showboating by just kind of almost to the point of gallivanting and allowing himself that much time when he's surrounded by, I think it was like 4 people he's surrounded by, and then he tries to 3-finger it pass, ends up being intercepted, and then of course the build up to that was beautiful. But Vitinha, man, what were you thinking? And of course, Pedri, surprising me, I thought he was going to give the ball to Lamine Yamal, ends up giving it to Rashford, and Rashford with the golden pass that I did not expect that out of nowhere. Where was that Rashford back in, he probably was there, but the rest of the team wasn't in sync. But what a great pass, which I thought it was an offside. I was like, why'd you do that, man? Because I thought it was going to be an offside. Nope, it wasn't an offside. Ferran Torres with the goal. And then after that, you had a bunch of chances too, with Lamine, Rashford again, Pedri. Then there was that mistake from Warren Emery. In the box, he's trying to dribble, and luckily, first of all, Pedri takes the ball away from him, but he doesn't fully get control of the ball. That should have been another goal. That was really frustrating to see, especially from a player that's experienced. I know he hasn't been playing that much, Warren Emery. To do something like that inside the box was just foolish of him. And luckily, Pedri didn't get control of the ball. Otherwise, they could have been really, really hurt. And that was early on. And I think that was even before the first goal. So Barcelona were having almost a field day with this PSG squad. And then the 30th minute, who else but Mendes and those runs. Once he takes off, you cannot stop him. Great pass to Mayulu, I thought Mayulu was going to strike it as soon as he made the first touch, and he was just going to try to strike it from there, but he pushes the ball to get a little bit more momentum and power behind the shot, and switches it on Chesney. Brilliant. We're 1-1. I still thought up until that point that Barcelona were gonna they were going to come back. Second half was completely different. Hakimi, Mendes, PSG, you guys are lucky to have these players. What a game from both of them, especially Mendes. Although Mendes, he should have gotten a red card for that, for the Lamine foul at the end. Yeah, the first one was on Lamine, right? Shoving him, pushing him. He got a yellow there. And then the second one, when he got through, which was a really good play from, I think it was Garcia that ended up tackling, giving it to Rashford. And Rashford with a really nice switch. And Lamine taking on both these players, getting through. And that was absolutely yellow. That was absolutely the second yellow for a red card. It wasn't, whatever. But Mendes, man, Mendes was absolutely insane in the second half, as was Hakimi, and then just everybody. Mayulu, Mbaye, this kid Mbaye, 17 years old. I've never seen anyone take on Koundé like that and beat Koundé. I'm not saying he pocketed Koundé, because that did not happen. Koundé also had him in check several times. Maybe it was a 50-50, 50-40, but it was really close. And this kid Mbaye, strong, skillful, cunning, very clever, and just strong, the way he bodied him and just ended up out-muscling pretty much Koundé. I've never seen anyone out-muscle Koundé, ever. That was the first time I've seen that. And there was another one that he didn't get past Koundé. It's only because he actually threw the ball right to Koundé's foot or feet. Otherwise, he would have gotten through Koundé, and maybe that would have been another goal for PSG. But this kid was amazing, and I asked PSG, please, I know you got Kvaratskhelia, I know you got Desiree Doué, I know you got Dembele, but you got to make this kid play. Please don't sell him, like keep him. I mean, if you sell him, lucky whoever gets him. There is so much potential in this kid. Insane the way he played. And seeing Balde come in was so good. It was so good. And look, I'm not a Barcelona fan, but Balde, I remember Balde 2 seasons ago just saying that this kid, there's something also special in this kid. It sucks that at such an early age, he's been having so many recurring, I think, injuries. But when he came in, it's just like Mendes on the other side. We got to see 3 of the best fullbacks, in my opinion, right now, currently, in the world. Right now, like Mendes, Hakimi, and Balde. And Balde is not even 100% fit. He's just coming back. But he looks so at ease, especially going up front. So in the end, look, I think Barcelona just shot themselves in the foot by not getting that second, third goal, and they had the opportunity. It's not like PSG were amazing defensively. I don't know what that new guy's called from PSG. He did a really good job saving 2 goals. And Danny almost could have done a better job in the opportunities that he had. And it's not like PSG were amazing in the back. I mean, they were good. They were really good in this game. But Barcelona could have won this game, but in the end, Luis Enrique, the subs, oh my God, the super subs with Kang Lee, Ramos when he came in. When I saw Ramos, I'm like, how come he's not playing? But he came in right when he needed to come in to be able to score that second goal. And it looked too easy. Of course, that's because of that whole high line. So Luis Enrique with the super subs, probably also doing a good job because I saw Pedri coming out. And Pedri, I thought he was having a good first half, but then just kind of dwindled, fell off. They made the sub, canceling out maybe Pedri was the key, and what's his name, De Jong. But ultimately, I don't think Barcelona took their chances when they needed to. That's it. It's not that you can't argue that it's because Rafinha wasn't there. Screw Rafinha, or Lewandowski wasn't there, or they're missing the goalkeeper because it was Chesney and not the other guy, Juan Garcia, because he wasn't there. No, because on the other side, PSG were missing a lot more, I think, starters. Really good victory from PSG, and should be interesting because maybe these 2 teams will see each other later on, and then they'll have Dembele, their Juan Garcia, everybody's going to be really fit. Hopefully nobody gets injured. Balde is going to be in better form, and you're going to have a more complete squad. And I don't think there's a crisis in Barcelona. I don't think like anybody should be concerned. If you're a Barcelona fan, you should not be concerned at all, because they're going to get far. I still think they're one of the favorites to be able to go all the way to the end yet again in the Champions League, and PSG as well. You saw how they played with their supposedly C team. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.